Mr. Flood.
I noticed a lot of the businesses and condos and properties up and down Kohio and Kalakaua, there are no numbers on the building or on the street or on the sidewalk. How do you guys deal with that? How do you find a building when somebody calls, oh, it's between here and here? How do you do it?
We're pretty familiar with the area. We try to drive around and get a good idea of the numbers, even if it's not posted. But sometimes there are places that we haven't been to in a while, so it takes a little longer to get there. And we'll ask the apartment manager.
Can you cite somebody if they don't have a number posted anywhere on their building?
That I'm not sure. I know it's a fire building. It's a city ordinance that they have to do it, but I don't think we enforce that. We can probably send it upstairs and they can take care of it.
Okay. So if we want to report somebody, just call your department and they'll send somebody over and find out who has not.
Yeah, you can probably call somebody in our department. If they can't do it, they'll refer you to somebody. It's probably like building planning or building permit people or something.
Because of course, worst thing can happen is to have an emergency.
Any questions this evening?
Walt. Officer, I notice that you're well equipped. I've never seen a police officer who has so much gadgets. Could you tell us what you're carrying on your body?
Sure, not a problem. Starts here with a good head on top.
I understand on the restaurant and the lounge, but I think there are about 250 parking stalls in the building, about 400 units. Are you going to have some sort of a valet for the public that would like to enjoy your restaurant and at your lounge? What can you do for those people who would like to stay there?
Yes, good question.
I think it's important to point out the building is a condominium. There is a facility, hotel reservations, but it is a condominium. The entire building is.
That's right.
So it's not a hotel, it's a condominium which has so many properties which are run by hotel.
Yeah, every unit will be individually owned.
Okay. Any questions, concerns? Oh, we got a lot of hands today.
Well, Mr. Flood.
Good evening. In the last couple of weeks, we've noticed increased people walking their dogs on the streets and the parks and the beaches. A couple of nights ago, we witnessed a owner of a dog, not on a leash, a large dog, jumped on a senior person and almost locked her down. So I'm now concerned. I don't see any report where we have any citations of people who are walking their dogs and not on a leash. What has been your experience?
Discussion, Mr. Flood.
I did second the motion. My only concern is that sometimes there are seniors who have a shopping cart from the grocery store to their condo. I think if it written in it that they have groceries or food, they should not be cited. If they're not carrying groceries or food, they could be cited and fined. I'm concerned about the view of the bill about safe zones. A little bit of history. 1985, Phoenix, Arizona, had about 1,200 people homeless leaving downtown in Phoenix. Salvation Army put together 10,000 square feet for some tents for the homeless. 3 months later, had 10,000 people all across the country move to Phoenix because they had a free place to stay. Mm-hmm. You got to be so careful. If you build it, they will come.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think they're here now.
I have a little bit of problem with underdevelopment, the 10,000 square feet lots where the developer might put in a restaurant or retail shop and doesn't require any parking. Concern is the employees, the vendors, the delivery trucks, they're going to take space on the street, or the employees will park in the alleyway. So we have to be careful about too many small spots without any parking.